Okay, I want to do a really quick rundown as to how to write statements for a resume. This is the one thing that is the most different in writing a resume as opposed to writing an essay or writing another assignment for any of your classes. You're going to follow 3 steps. First, you're going to brainstorm what it is that you did that you could put on your resume. This would be any work experience, any school experience, any extracurricular activities, any awards you've gotten. Once you've done that, you want to figure out, looking at the action verb handout, what bucket would that experience best fall under. And then finally, you want to write your statement. And when you do write your statement, you want it to be short, use numbers if you can. You want to start with the action verb you pick out, and definitely do not use the word I at all on your resume. So let's walk through this. Here is my first brainstorm. This is step 1. I babysit my sister 3 times a week. I make her dinner and make sure she does her homework. Okay, so if this is what I did, I'm going to look at the key action verbs handout, and I'm going to think, which bucket does this best fall under? Maybe it's a helping skill because I am helping my sister, right? Like I'm taking care of her after school. So let me see. Is there a word under here? Well, I could say I aided her in, making sure she got her homework done. Maybe I led her in her after school activities. Those might be good options. I served her dinner. I definitely did that. Okay, so I've picked out some words that I think would work. Now I'm going to go back to my document here, and this is where I would write a statement based on my brainstorm. So I came up with the words aided, led, served. Okay, and so I think I'm going to make my statement for my resume say served dinner to younger sibling after school 3 days a week. So here I started with my action verb, and I've included a number when I can. And this is super short. It doesn't exceed 1 line, which is just fine. And it hits all of my key categories here. If I wanted to say something else about this experience, I would say led, sibling, or actually I think aided is probably better. Aided younger sibling in completion of homework after school. Aided younger sibling in completion of homework after school. That's great. Perfect. All right, so let's think of another brainstorm here. Let's pretend that I was on the track team and I won the 400-meter race. What might I do in that experience? I'm going to look at my key action verb sheet. It could be a technical skill probably because it is something that involves, a technique. Definitely not teaching or researching, not management, maybe leadership because I won something. So I'm going to keep that one in mind. Helping and counseling, definitely not creative. Running's not creative. And I wasn't communicating with anyone in any way. So I think I'm going to go back to this leadership bucket because I did win. And so winning implies that I'm leading. And so this first word under the leadership bucket is achieved. Maybe that would work. Exceeded. I exceeded expectations. Or succeeded. Maybe that's even better. So I'm going to go back again. These are the statements I might be able to write on my resume. So I picked out succeeded. I picked out achieved. I think there was one other one that I can't remember. But I'm going to say achieved first place in the 400-meter race as a member of the track team. Maybe if I want to use succeeded, I could say succeeded in winning first place in the 400-meter race as a member of the track team. And it's prompting me here that I spelled this wrong. How do I spell succeeded? I forgot the extra C. Okay, well, let's just do one more. This is Ms. Remick doing this on the fly because I know you guys all take AP and computer science classes. So I take AP seminar, and we're doing a research project. I have to research, I'm making this up, I don't know if this is true. I have to research gun violence and write an argumentative essay about whether guns should be made illegal, right? Maybe that's something you guys are working on in AP seminar. So again, this is just a brainstorm I just came up with. I'm going to go to my key action verb document. And I'm going to say, well, I'm not really communicating with anyone. That's not creative. But yes, here we go. We have this research bucket. So analyze, maybe that would be a good word because I'm analyzing information. I'm ultimately writing an argumentative essay, so maybe I'm reporting out on that experience. Are there any other ones that studied? That could be good. So I've got analyzed, studied, and reported. So here we go. Analyzed, whoops, this rhyme is misspelling all over the place. Studied, reported. Okay, so if I'm using any of these verbs, I would say I have to, so analyzed the impacts of gun violence for an argumentative essay assignment in AP seminar class, or maybe I want to say reported on the effects of gun violence for AP seminar class. This type of statement could go under your education section. These types of statements could go under your extracurriculars. And babysitting is a job. Some of you may or may not get paid for it, but this is something that could go under your work experience section. So again, that's the basic way to write statements for resumes. Remember, brainstorm first, look at the action verb handout and figure out the bucket and find the word you want to use, and then write your statement, making sure not to use an I, that it starts with the verb, and that it's short, and that you're using numbers when you can. Thanks.